Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today's video, I'm going to be updating you guys on my pregnancy so far. I know in my last update I said I was going to do weekly updates, and that was at what, 27 weeks, 25 weeks, and I'm 31 weeks as of yesterday. In my last update I also said like I'm feeling fantastic, except for the fact that I had migraines and my eyesight was kind of going, and I was like, I hope this isn't the calm before the storm. Well, shortly after that, things went very south very quickly, and right now I'm really not doing that well. As you can tell, this is what I look like all day, every day. I'm basically just in super comfy clothes. Most of the time I'm wearing Kevin's clothes because nothing fits, and like all the maternity wear can be kind of tight, and I'm just in a lot of pain. So I'm gonna kind of start from the beginning. Also, I don't know how much I updated you guys in my last video, my pregnancy video, but Kevin has been medically discharged from the Air Force because he was diagnosed with lupus. So he's home now for good, and we signed a 6-month lease at the house that we had been living in, and our lease ended right when we should have been moving to California. So just a couple weeks before I should have been packing up to go, I was getting news that he was coming home. Our landlord already re-signed the lease for somebody else, so we weren't able to re-sign, and because of COVID, we weren't able to find a house. So we've been staying with family, hence why I film in here. Just because this is the easiest setup. Like, there's puppies at that house, 2 new puppies. There's just dogs, there's kids. It's just not the perfect place. So this is the only quiet that I can get. So I film from here. But when Kevin came home, he wasn't doing well at all. Like, his legs would swell in the middle of the night. He also has another autoimmune disease that causes his blood to clot. So it was really scary. It wasn't really the time or the place to vlog. We were really stressed about finding a place to live, but we actually just got a house. We aren't buying it. We're doing a 6-month lease right now, just to feel it out, and then we're hopefully going to do a rent-to-own situation. So I'm really excited to show you guys, which we move in 2 weeks. 2 more weeks, we have our own space, and I couldn't be happier. So that is basically the rundown with everything concerning Kevin. He just got a new job, so he's been working a lot. I've been with the kids, and that's been really hard, and I'll explain why. So I'm just going to start with my weight gain. I haven't mentioned that at all, but so far I was 96 pounds when I found out I was pregnant. I was extremely underweight. I tend to struggle with my weight a lot because of my anxiety and stuff. When I get anxious, I have no appetite whatsoever. So weight gain has been going really well. It's one of my favorite parts of being pregnant. But that is like the only good thing that's been going on. So to jump right into symptoms, right after my last update, I ended up experiencing sciatica pain in the right upper part of like my butt cheek almost, but not really, kind of towards my back. Anytime I would sit, it just felt like someone was stabbing me with a knife. It was so uncomfortable. Also, it's taking me forever to fall back asleep, and I keep waking up in the middle of the night, and my muscles constantly feel very stiff. But the worst of it all is I think I'm going to have to be put on bed rest. I think I've just been doing too much. I also explained that my SPD, which is basically, to put it into easier terms, severe pubic pain, pubic bone pain. That's what it means. And I always thought your pubic bone was just like one bone, like just connected to everything else. It's not. It's like a bone, and then there's a bunch of ligaments, and then it's connected to your hip. And those ligaments get really loose, so when your baby is like coming down, it stretches. That's why you don't feel a lot of, like, I don't know, pressure on your bones. At least, I mean, I don't, if that makes sense. And mine are starting to tear, and it's really scary. I'm in a lot of pain. I feel like I need crutches or a cane. I don't walk at all if I don't have to. We went pumpkin picking yesterday, hence that giant white pumpkin back there that Kevin got. We were walking around, and like I constantly feel out of breath. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. My legs also do this really weird thing where if I get up to use the bathroom and I sit back down, my legs like tingle. They start to feel numb anytime I'm like on them. It's just, I'm just in a lot of pain. I'm really uncomfortable. I've never experienced this before in any pregnancy. But if you are new to my channel, I have been pregnant 3 times for the past 3 years. So all of my pregnancies are back to back. I was 8 months pregnant. Or no, Landon was 8 months old when I was pregnant with Darren, and Darren was 9 months old when I got pregnant this time. So not a lot of time in between my pregnancies, and I think it's just done a lot of wear and tear on my body. But with that being said, I'm really hoping I don't have to go on bed rest. I hope baby is okay. There was one night, actually I think it was like 2 or 3 nights ago, where I woke up and I was like shivering. If you've ever had an epidural, if you've ever had a baby before, the epidural kind of gives you like the shakes. I was shaking so hard that it was making my muscles hurt. And I felt freezing, and then I woke up like 20 minutes later and I was just sweating. I was so hot, and usually baby is very active at night and I didn't feel him at all, so I was really nervous, but it went away. I didn't feel sick or anything. I think my body is just very tired, and when Kevin was gone, I was with the boys by myself. I did a lot of lifting. I'm not supposed to lift over 20 pounds. Both of my kids are like 25 pounds plus, I'm guessing, at this point. I was like putting them in and out of the car, in and out of the high chairs, in and out of the crib, the tub, carrying from the car to the house. At least Darren. Landon did a lot of walking, but there were some times where I did have to carry him, and now I can't carry anything. It hurts to lift anything heavy. I limp when I walk. I'm basically just a huge mess right now. I look like this all the time. I just don't have the energy or the want to put any effort into looking nice. I just want to relax, and I know once baby's born, I'm going to feel a million times better. Everything always goes up from here, so I'm trying not to put any like permanent damage on my body where I'm going to need surgery. Like the tearing of these ligaments next to my pubic bone, that's just really scary. But it hurts to sit for long periods of time too, and I can't get comfortable at night. It sounds like a lot of complaining, but honestly, I feel like in a lot of my videos, I've always been like, yes, I'm like 20-something weeks pregnant, I feel perfectly fine, and like, now I don't feel fine. I really am struggling, and I get this claustrophobic feeling when I think about that because I am only 31 weeks, and I usually go right up until my due date and I have them, so it's a long time to go, and I'm just really scared that it's gonna get worse. I want to cry, but I'm like too tired to cry, if that makes sense. I just don't have the energy to do that. But I wanted to update you guys on everything, and that's why I haven't been posting that much. I don't really want to vlog when I'm in someone else's home, if that makes sense. We all kind of share one room right now because it's not a permanent living situation. The whole thing was very last minute, and we've just been trying to adjust with Kevin being home. It's been quite crazy considering when you expect, you know, become a military wife and adjust to this whole new lifestyle, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, your plan is no longer going to be in effect. Like, you need to come up with a whole new plan in just a couple weeks. So, and being pregnant on top of that, it's just been really, really hard. So things are starting to look up, I guess, especially now that we have somewhere new to live, and it's a house. It's not a split house. We've always lived like in split homes, but we actually have a house. It's beautiful. It's in a beautiful development, and there's a story behind that house, which is going to be really funny, but I plan on doing a house tour. I plan on filming a lot when we move. I'm really excited. I have a lot of videos planned out. I always like to make sure that my car doors are locked. You know what I'm saying? People are weird, so I got nervous. I thought they were unlocked for a second. But anyway, I have a lot going on. I am going to be filming the birth, and that's exciting. The hospital that I'm currently registered at doesn't let you film the actual birth, which is super annoying because, like, I'm not trying to, like, film the doctors or anything or film what's going on down there. Just kind of, like, from my perspective, if that makes sense. I love watching birth vlogs. I talked about being really, really scared about going into labor again, and I've been watching a lot of positive birth stories, a lot of natural births, and I'm really excited. I feel like I can do this. Oh, that's another thing. yesterday I was having contractions. I knew it wasn't going to turn into labor, but I was experiencing them. I don't know if I dilated or anything. You can't start to dilate this early. But yeah, that was really weird. I was timing them for a while. They were like 7 minutes apart, lasting for like 40 seconds. And I started to get achiness in my back, and that's when I noticed, or remembered, I guess you could say, that like back labor is really what sends me over the edge, because I already have so much back pain, you guys. It just hurts. It feels like I got hit by a bus and I'm kind of just like paralyzed. But yeah, I'm just hoping that I can figure out how to avoid this back labor. I've had back labor twice before, and it's the worst feeling in the entire world. So yeah, I've just been looking up a lot of things recommended by doulas for pain management, and you know what I want to do in my birth plan, which I will explain more in a vlog once I move. So hopefully I will have some more pregnancy updates, but until then, the next video you guys will probably see is either a pregnancy vlog where I show you like what my day-to-day life is feeling like this, and possibly the next one could be the house tour where things are going to start to pick up again. I'm really excited because I miss doing this. This is like my only hobby, something that's actually mine. And yeah, so that is all for today's update. I'm starting to feel a little flustered and tired from talking too much. I want to go lay down. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.